And then during my first 2 months of the college, I had made enough money to drop out because I could pay like 4 times of my entire college fees. I think we would touch in another 6 months, we'll be touching a 500 million in revenue, and after a few months, after that, we'll be touching a billion. We went to Dubai, we got the banking license, we have all of it. That's when we started working, and that was easy. I never shout at your teammates. I mean, that's the biggest mistake which I did. And I fired all of them. So yeah.
सो हेलो एवरीवन, नेक्स्ट जन भारत के नए पॉडकास्ट में आपका स्वागत है। मैं हूं आपका होस्ट आकर सिंह और आज हमारे गेस्ट हैं अदिति सुमन सर, जो कई स्टार्टअप्स पे काम कर चुके हैं। तो चलिए इस पॉडकास्ट को स्टार्ट करते हैं। हेलो सर, वेलकम टू द नेक्स्ट जन भारत पॉडकास्ट शो।
Hi, Prakash.
हाँ, तो सर सबसे पहले अपने बारे में थोड़ा ब्रीफ इंट्रोडक्शन दे दीजिए हमारे व्यूवर्स को।
Okay, so I started my journey by dropping out from BITS Pilani, Goa, and that's when I started building the payment system, and then I got into algo trading and all of that, and that's how I built up myself.
ओके, सो मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, कुड यू प्लीज़ टेल अ बिट मोर अबाउट योर कॉलेज जर्नी।
College, I dropped out because I was interested in building the payment system and the infrastructure because its lack of compatibility or the international payments that was not even working properly in multiple platforms, and businesses were struggling. So that's exactly what interested me into getting into the financial stream. Apart from that, I was too much into coding and all of that. So I already built a lot of infrastructure before I even started off with. And then during my first 2 months of the college, I had made enough money to drop out because I could pay like 4 times of my entire college fees. So that's the entire thing.
Okay, sir. So, sir, when you left the college, what was the reaction of your friends and families?
Family thought they ignored me completely. They're like, "Why did you do that?" But when they saw that I was successful, they they never asked me anything about it.
Okay. So, moving further, you were also a research intern at IISc. So, could you please share a bit
Yeah.
about that journey?
Yeah, so so I just walked into IISc just because I loved algo trading. It was something new and it was interesting because it was too logical. So what I was doing was I was already familiar with how systems actually work, whether it's Android or anything else. So on one side, I was into building a lot of logics where every function, every condition, every response should make sense. So that's exactly what I was learning in IISc as a research intern as an algo trading.
Okay. So, sir, as you mentioned that you were involved in quantitative and algorithmic trading. So, could you please share a
Yeah.
bit about what it means?
So algo trading is nothing but you write a certain set of actions that executes your trade like properly. So for example, if you keep on a Tesla car and it moves, so it decides whether to stop or start or do anything accordingly. So that's exactly how algorithmic trading works. So it's like you can either execute the trade or stop the trade or continue the trade according to the logic that's built. So that's exactly what algo trading is.
Okay. So, sir, you are the co-founder of NextGoTravels, also the founder and CEO of
Yeah.
NextPayments. So, could you tell us exactly
Mhm.
what these ventures are and how the idea to start them came from?
Okay, Nexo Travels, I started it because there were loopholes in many platforms. Like, for example, they were not giving certain amount of packages, like the custom packages where people would enjoy with their friends or families. Like, they wanted to go to a place, but the package they give us, like, very much within the circle or it's the most covered places. So that's exactly when Exo Travels came into picture. It was to just make sure that every friend or family that is involved in traveling or want to enjoy a certain place or they just want to spend time alone. That's exactly why NextGoTravels was started. And I closed it because, I mean, it didn't have that much market size in India.
Okay. And sir, what about next payments?
Oh yeah, Next Payments was the. I mean, I started it because there was a gap between the crypto and the fiat conversions. So anyone who wants to use cryptocurrency and pay using fiat, for example, if one of your friends or families that's there in USA want to transfer you, you have to pay shit ton of taxes and all of that. But what Next Payments was focusing on, you have cryptocurrency, you can transfer it to anyone at 1% cost. But what we do on the back end is work on algo trading, and that's where our revenue comes. So it's basically free for everyone. That's exactly what Next Payments' vision was.
Okay, sir. Sir, regarding next payment, sir, there are already many fintech companies in India like PhonePe, Paytm, Google. So why
Mhm.
haven't they thought of this idea which you brought up in GrapePay, sir? What was the difficulty they would have to face, and what your company is doing?
Okay, see, like grape is one of those ideas which is born out of frustration and belief. So basically, if you see the existing system like Razorpay or any other platform, they're either expensive or it's like, I mean, the technology should be fixed to a certain point. So the idea behind this is if you see our platform, you can have a system called Go Switch. So what happens in that is you can go locally as well as globally local. So basically, if you're working in a certain country and you want to expand locally, you can do that from India without moving anywhere. So that is the main focus of GrapePay. And that's exactly what Razorpay is missing. They're mainly either focusing on a single country or they're not focusing at all. They're not working on the international markets.
Okay. So regarding GrapePay, we have read your documentation. In that, you have mentioned that GrapePay can handle high volume international transfer in zero point 0.2 seconds, right?
Yes, yes.
So I want to ask that which core technology are you using to execute it?
See, the technology that we're using is Rust and Golang only. It's just like how you can make it efficient enough to make sure it transfers faster. It's that's the thing. We can't give the entire logic over here.
Okay, sir. So you are focusing mainly on crypto based UPI payments. So
Yes.
according to you what will be the future of crypto in Indian market?
See, India is working currently towards crypto. If you see multiple ministries, projects, they're working on crypto and blockchain technology like cybersecurity and all of that. So I think by 2035, they will expand globally with the UPI crypto payment infrastructure. So it's better we start right now because the future demands cryptocurrency and DeFi systems because it's the
Okay.
most secure and easiest way to do any transactions or in secure any multiple platforms.
So, sir, where do you see GrapePay standing in the Indian market in the next few years?
See, my target is not India. It's basically helping Indian like businesses globally, and not only that, we also want international trades to happen with India. That's the main focus. So international expansion is our main focus. If you consider international expansion, I think we would touch in another 6 months we'll be touching a 500 million in revenue, and after a few months we'll be touching. After that we'll be touching a billion in few months.
Okay,
That
sir.
much I can give you guarantee about.
Okay, sir. So you are deeply interested in fintech and blockchain. So, according to you, in the
Yeah,
next 5 years, where will blockchain create the biggest disruption?
I think it will be. First will be the security part, and then there will be wars regarding the blockchain because every country will have its own blockchain technology to focus on. Apart from that, they will even focus on the global blockchain market. So the one who secures the first global blockchain market, like a group of countries coming together and forming BRICS and all of that, if they come and form a unified blockchain currency which is decentralized and everything comes online, it will be one of the biggest market to tap into, which will be happening around 2050 or something.
Okay, sir. So moving further to your journey, sir, you started your career while freelancing on Upwork and later became a founder.
Yeah,
So, what was the
yeah.
biggest lesson this journey taught you?
So basically, the productivity for me was coming through prioritizing the decisions. So basically, if you see the way you take decisions should not be rapid. You should think and take proper decisions so that you're not only solving people's problem, you're solving your problems which you're facing with your own friends. That is the main thing that you have to tap into.
Okay. So, going towards algorithmic and quantitative trading, what do you think the
Mhm.
biggest misconception people have about trading?
They think that trading, like algo trading, is just like and you make buy and sell decisions, which is
Yes.
not actually true. We have to analyze a lot of statistics, analytics, and that's when we write a certain algorithm that makes sure that it actually works. So, for example, as I told you, if you're building a self-driving car, you're not trying to predict the way what every driver will do. You're teaching the system how to respond safely and efficiently to whatever happens. So that's exactly how algorithmic trading is. You don't predict it, you react fast and accurately with the algorithms that's present.
Okay.
And not only that, with open data and APIs and Python libraries, you can start experimenting through, Quant Connect is a platform. It's a beautiful platform. You can experiment it, and once you're good with that, you can apply it on your actual trades. So that will make it happen.
Okay, sir. So, sir, with the market evolving constantly, how will you stay ahead of the curve from remaining companies? I'm sure that they will look into this opportunity and they'll come back. So, how will you cater that problem, sir?
Okay, to cater that problem, see, the thing is, once you're at a certain level, no company will come and offer you offer to buy your own company,
Yes.
right? So we are the first in the market. So I hope we do expand faster. That's all.
Okay, sir. Moving back again to your college journey, I just read it from your profile that you were involved in developing various Android
Mhm,
apps. So, can you tell us a bit about
mhm.
what types of app have you developed and why were they designed? Which types of problems they were designed to solve?
Okay, the first one was basically what I was fascinated was with Android development was it was amazing to build it because the technology is new with Flutter. So I saw the biggest problem during Fest was inventory management and misplacement and all of that. So that's exactly when I started building a inventory management app in which you have to manage your invites to the guests, and then the products, what are the products that's required during the fest, what should be given to the guests, and how many people are going to come, and what are the crowd count, and what are the this thing. So all these things was the first thing that I built was an inventory management app, and apart from that, we worked on multiple other platforms like hackathons and all of that. That's exactly how Next Payments actually came into picture.
So, sir, you are already involved in various fields. What kept you motivated during
Mhm.
this diverse fields?
See, motivation is nothing. Just try to solve the normal problem which 90% of the people are facing, and that's exactly when you can solve problem for the masses. When you try to solve the problem for yourself, that's when you can solve the problem for the masses. That's the main motivation. That's what I do.
Okay, sir. So, for the aspiring app developers, what's one thing you wish you knew when
Hmm.
you started your journey?
See, just the first thing is just don't try to learn frameworks. Just understand how systems communicate, how things work, and how first make sure that you know the architecture level and how the data flows and how the API works. Once that is done, then you can start writing the codes and all of that. And it's just pure logic. Once you know the logic, you can just build it. So the first thing that the mistake was like I learned all the frameworks and I didn't know how to apply all of that. So first learn the frameworks, then the architecture and all of that. Step by step you go and you become a better Android developer.
Sir, so moving further to your startup, what was the biggest challenges in
Mhm.
bringing GrapePay from idea to execution?
Oh yeah, biggest challenge was see in India the opportunity is very less to build a fintech company because see if you have to open a fintech company, you need to have an RBI license which is worth like 25 crores, 30 crores. Second thing is you have to have multiple permissions. So we didn't do that. We went to Dubai, we got the banking license, we have all of it, and that's when we started working, and that was easy. Internationally it is easy, but India it is very hard to start a fintech company.
So, sir, what's your point of view on the taxation system on cryptocurrency in India?
See, taxation is high because of the gambling, and other thing is government is not comfortable with crypto because that might be used in terrorist funding. So that is the main reason why taxation is increased. But once that factor comes, like becomes the secondary factor, that's when cryptocurrencies taxes will start reducing because of certain issues with the terrorism. That's exactly why Nirmala Sitaram is increasing the taxes. We can't do anything with that.
Yes, sir. So, sir, every business person faces a failure in their journey. Was there any particular
Uh-huh.
failure or mistakes that you made in your journey that taught an important lesson?
Yes, Next payments fail because of multiple decisions. First thing, faster decisions, which you should not make. You should always calm down and go slow with it, and never shout at your teammates. I mean, that's the biggest mistake which I did. And I fired all of them. So yeah,
You fired all of them.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, moving ahead to your GrapePay venture. Bank accounts freezing problem is eventually increasing day by day. So, by bringing GrapePay
Mm-hmm.
in India, would your company will able to cater this problem, which many people are facing while doing any transaction via P2P in Binance or any other apps, then their bank accounts get frozen.
Mm-hmm.
So, will your venture solve this problem?
Yeah, it solves. You only have to connect to the GrapePay network, and it will solve it. Because our system uses neo banking system, so we have an internal banking within us, so you don't have to worry about the any freezing of any account.
What advice would you like to give to the one who's keen to know about algorithmic or quantitative trading and they wish to start it?
Okay, so first start small and focus on strategy, not returns. Learn the maths, the integration, the probability, and the data. And then apart from that, you have to learn about, uh, you know, statistics, analytics of all of that. But more importantly, learn psychology, how a market actually works. You don't have to work on market like it's an emotion. You have to work it like it's not an emotion, and you're doing it slowly. And the biggest advantage is your emotional neutrality. That's exactly what you have to do as a quant trader.
So, sir, how do you manage your risk and stress during this trading journey? Yeah, I know that while trading, there are various risks involved in it that your fund might sweep out.
Yeah,
So, how do you manage?
yeah. See, the first thing is don't be emotionally attached to it. So if it goes, it goes. But once you do it, it will also come back. So you always have to take risks. So that's exactly why I tell just try with the mock values and try doing small trades. Once you're comfortable with the small trades, then you go with the larger trades. So start small and build the algorithms accordingly. See the data, see the probability, and the statistics and all of that, and that's when you build the algorithm. Once the algorithm is built, that's when you trade it properly.
Based on your experiences, sir, what key suggestions would you give to our young viewers to guide in their journey in the right direction regarding startups and jobs?
See, the thing that I would give is see, being an entrepreneur while trading and coding isn't easy, it's chaotic. But what you should do is always be grounded and have a clear picture of what you actually want to do. Is it, it's like you either want to be a very good developer, or is it something you want to actually build and solve problem for the masses. So knowing what you actually want to do solves like 90% of what you want to do in your life. So my usually day starts with how I normally do, like start with algorithmic trading in the market, and then end with late night codes where I sit and code for GrapePay. But what uh, thing is, like as a entrepreneur, you always have to be disconnected from the world, like not disconnected from the news or something, disconnected from your family and friends, because that's the focus that you have to have. And productivity is, in me, isn't like about doing more, it's about doing the right things at the right place. I prioritize decisions that create long-term impact, whether it's like creating algorithm or is it like designing a product flow. That's exactly what you have to focus on.
Okay, sir. So, sir, what was the most rewarding project that you have made in your college journey, and that gave boost to your profile?
I mean, I have not done any rewarding projects or something. I just had a startup. I walked out of college, and then apart from that, I was just doing Upwork thing. So it's like nothing much.
Okay. So
I was
mainly you
just
were,
minting money, nothing
yeah.
else.
So mainly your focus was to make money either by freelancing or by
Yeah.
starting your own startup, right?
No, startup was to solve the problem. I didn't expect money to come from startup.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, sir, how do you balance your professional life and personal life? Because for a founder, it's very difficult to manage both the things simultaneously. So, what was your point of view? How did you manage it?
Oh, okay. So it's like, see, I usually don't wake up early. I wake up around like 12 o'clock. That's how my day starts, and then it goes out till night 4, where I sit and finish my entire work. So it's like I'm already disconnected from my family, so I can't tell anything. That's exactly what you should focus on, because that is the priority that I'm giving is my business. So that's the thing. So I don't have a proper balanced life. It's more like screwed up.
Who was the biggest
Okay.
motivation for you in your life?
I mean, it was me myself growing. Like what I was in my first standard versus what I was in my 10th standard, building a lot of apps and website. So that was the biggest motivation. I never kept anyone as a motivation to go ahead.
Okay.
It was just my growing phase that helped me grow.
Okay, sir. Sir, I think it's time to wrap up this podcast. Thank you, sir, for your precious time.
Mm.
I really enjoyed this podcast with you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Akash.
अगर आपको ये पॉडकास्ट अच्छा लगा हो तो लाइक करिए और अपने ग्रुप में शेयर करिए. विद दिस नोट आई आकर सिंह इज साइनिंग ऑफ. मिलेंगे अगले पॉडकास्ट में. तब तक के लिए जय हिंद.